Thank you, Minister. Next is Honorable Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu.
Your Excellency, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Your Excellency the Vice President, all the leaders of the country and members of the Nigerian Governors Forum, particularly the chairman and the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, members of the Executive Council, members of the family, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, I join all the previous speakers in first and foremost condoling you on this tragic personal loss to you and to the nation and to the family of a leader, former President Muhammadu Buhari, whom I was privileged to relate with as a state governor and subsequently as chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, as well as participating in numerous ad hoc assignments to which he appointed me. To say that President Buhari is humble is an understatement. He lived a life that resonates humility, sincerity, and clarity of purpose. I had my earlier baptism of fire on the test of his humility when 10 days to the general election in 2015, a very close friend of his, Colonel Bello Kalial in Kebbi State, died. And he instructed Hadi Sirika to call me. And when he spoke to me, he said, this is personal to him, it's not political. So he wants me to come to the airport with 3 vehicles. And I immediately protested that at that time in our national life, it would be impossible for him to visit any place, and it is kept a secret. But he said I should do my best. So he came to Birnin Kebbi, arrived, and we drove to Bagudo, which is 2 hours away. By the time we reached there, everyone along the route knows that President Buhari has gone to Bagudo. So on our way back, villages, towns, they are all lining up the street. In fact, some are lying on the street. And he refused to roll down the glass to wave at them because he felt that was being political. We were begging him, pleading with him. But that is the hallmark of somebody who exemplifies what he says. May his soul rest in peace. Your Excellency, as a state governor, repeat that I share with many people here under him, especially the Vice President, the Honorable Minister of Defense, the Minister of Works, Minister of FCT, Chairman of NGF, Chairman of PGF, Minister of Police Affairs. We know how, out of his respect for institutions, the National Economic Council was transformed into a body of dialogue rather than a body of monologue. All economic issues were transparently discussed and presented, which strengthened our federalism and, in fact, strengthened the national acceptance of the challenges that were facing us as a nation, because he was even surprised by the magnanimity of those challenges. 27 states could not pay salaries, and so on and so forth. But because issues were, the National Economic Council functioned as a council because governors who were in the council, who had served previously had told us how much of a transformation it is, and that has remained so, and it's a big achievement. Your Excellency, in his quest to confront the daunting security and economic challenges he faced and he campaigned on, we all got close to him, all governors, all of us were treated equitably. He interrogated and stated the problems he encountered in a very, very nationalistic and patriotic manner. He used to laugh at how, under him, regrettably, banditry is expanding in the Northwest. He always say the same people, the same religion, but why? And but he, not accustomed to playing blame games, he decided to deal with it head on. Your Excellency, I know I have 5 minutes, I'm sorry. To underscore the economic gravity he faced, of including the 27 states that could not pay salary, and he was always lamenting how is it that workers cannot be paid. So a lot of financial engineering was entered into in order to ensure that, and it was resolved. This is an addition to battling COVID challenge, battling 2 depressions, as well as flooding and expansion of security incidences. But he will remain undoubted. On 2 personal incidences, 7 governors, including 5 from the Northwest, had a meeting at one time. This is Kebbi, Zamfara, Sokoto, Katsina, and Kaduna states, as well as Niger and Plateau, because by then, in 2016, the security challenges is very prominent in these states. And we sat with security service commanding officers, police commissioners of our state at Kaduna, and we came up with a budget of 700 million naira for a military operation. That we came to see him, and regrettably, he told us that there was no money. So let us go and make a contribution, and he will refund us later. So the states contributed 100 million, to which he contributed. Today, the fiscal space has improved significantly as a result of those sacrifices and more. He launched the Anko Borrowers program with the mantra, let us eat what we grow and grow what we eat. I was privileged to be both the chairman of the Presidential Task Force on Rice and Wheat, as well as vice chairman. We went to him again to say that public sentiment is so strong that the service chiefs could do better. And why wouldn't he consider making changes? But the noble person that he is, he said to us, how can he make changes to people whom he could not provide what they truly required of him to do the job? He said he will never do so. He can do so for other reasons, but not because they have failed. That is the hallmark of integrity. And Your Excellency, just in conclusion, he was concerned about Nigeria, especially his relationship with you and the party. In the forerun to the national convention of our party and the primaries, he wrote me 3 letters as chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, all highlighting his respect for rule of law and saying, literally serving as a warning that he wouldn't bend or he wouldn't support any departure from rules. With respect, I will read 2 paragraphs, Your Excellency. In the 16th March letter 2022, you said, it has come to my attention that because of recent events, the APC is faced with multiplicity of court cases pending against it in various courts across the country. As a result of this, the party faces the possibility and prospect of the invalidation of all its activities and action by the Independent National Electoral Commission. No doubt these controversies and uncertainties as enumerated pose a threat to the party and may lead to possible non-recognition of its activities. elections and probable invalidation of all its other actions by INEC. This may ultimately even lead to implosion and non-existence. This is a president with full powers of the federal government warning on 10th of March. Your Excellency, in the 9th June letter which came after the primaries, I will read he said, our candidate, His Excellency Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is no stranger to you. He is our friend and brother. We know his commitment, his track record, and his capacity to lead our party to success. So now is the time for all of us to come together and march forward as we did in 2015 to a convincing APC victory. I look forward to working closely with APC governors to support Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all our APC candidates to success. Your Excellency, in all humility, I condole you on the loss of your brother, as he described in this letter, President Muhammadu Buhari, of blessed memory, as well as the Vice President and the members of the family and all Nigerians. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Next is the Minister of